Hi, it's Larry Schiller, voice of Backgammon, and we are live at the 38th Chicago Open. This is round 10, Sunday, May 27th at 8:15 p.m. We've got two great players. This is really exciting because we are looking at a player who we don't often see in the finals, but or this is close to the finals, but who is an up-and-coming player. He's been playing for about 10 years. He's really picked up the game. We'll tell you more about him as we go play the match. Sitting with me, I've got Steve Sachs and Jack Edelson helping to do the commentary, and we're going to expand the camera and to show these gentlemen as we begin the match. Let's see, we've got the timing set up. They've got 18 minutes of delay. I've let Bill Calton know that the match is about to begin. And let's see if we can get the camera set up to be focusing on our esteemed co-commentators over here. So let's take a look and get these going. Okay, those guys are shaking hands and we're getting ready to begin. 9-point match, and here we go. It's the opening roll, and it's an opening 6-4. And we see Bill Calton plays a 6-4. We don't often see that. Most people make the 2-point these days, and he's chosen to come up and down. And there's a 3-2.
Probably want to bring a checker 13-10 and play 24-22, which duplicates 6-3 and 6-5.
An error.
It is an error.
Correct is the regular split.
Okay. Well, I'll
This
stick in the
is
duplication.
1032. Down. Sorry, I have to turn it. I can't see it. Play 2 down here. Get fancy and spot something. Just play 15. Bot likes 13-10-6-4.
Oh, wow.
And then the other slot. Yeah, I mean, it's reasonable. You got 3 back versus 1, and 2-1, 9-point.
Can also make the 20-point.
And I like 9-point. Bot likes 11-10-6-4. Again, with this concept of slotting when you've got more men back. Play bold. It's a few disagreements between XG and Jeb. But, XG hasn't won anything this weekend. Jeb has, so my money's on Jeb. What was the roll there? Something?
Uh-oh.
So it looks like Bill's got a double here. What's the race?
Oh, it must have been a 5-1. Race is 44 pips, 126
Yeah, it's a double.
to 170.
I should drop this here.
Huh?
3 landing spots.
Yeah, it looks droppable. It's too big a race. Yeah.
If you had a checker further back, if the checker on the 21 were maybe back on the 24, you could think about it, but Mike can play his pieces quite far past. And Jen will probably pass.
Yeah. XG did not like the 5-1, and my computer is being very obnoxious. Oh, because hint is plussing it. God damn it. Please drop so that I have more time. Thank you. So, it's actually too good according to the bot by a tiny bit. Had Jeb, instead of slotting, played bar 24, entered on the 24 point, which he'd have a take. And that makes sense, where you're way back in the race, you want to stay further back.
Mm-hmm.
So, but Jeb makes correctly passes, so there's an opening 3-1 here, and now 4-3.
I think I split.
Yeah, against the 3-1 point. Yeah, I'd split as well. And this is an error as well. 6-3, of course, going to hit.
And if, Jeb rolls a great return shot
What is it?
here.
3-3?
Enter, hit, and probably make the...
3-point. Or
you can make the 3 or the 21. The 21 is fairly enticing. I mean, it's the best advanced anchor you can make at this time.
I like the 3. Let's see. They're very close. 0.003 difference.
We should play double sometime, Jack. We disagree on the moves that are very close.
There you go. Double fours.
Well, he's going to come out and hit on the 16 point and then play 13-9. You won't have anything else.
Yeah. Agreed, as does XG. Nothing even close. 2-6 from the bar. Hit. Which
on
one?
The outside.
On the outside.
All right, it's not the normal 2-6 hit, but it works.
It works, yeah. Double aces.
Enter, hit, and
6-5. Or the safe.
I wouldn't make the bar count. I would play 6-5 and probably play 21-20 to duplicate threes.
Lots of options. That's double ones for you. Tends to give you lots of options. Usually. On the big screen.
Now, Bill Calton, this is the first time I've actually been able to have the pleasure to comment on Bill. Bill's from the Detroit area, and he is a former chess master.
Yeah.
His highest rating was 2340.
At one point in time, he was the second best player in Michigan.
How about that?
That's my recollection.
Detroit City Chess Club.
Funny story. He and I traded chess lessons and backgammon lessons at one point in time. And I think he got the best of that. My chess
Because who's doing the commenting and who's doing the playing now, Steve?
No. We're talking about my chess improvement versus his backgammon.
Oh, you got the better end of the deal?
He got the better end
Of course he did. Look at him. He's
my
playing
chess rating went down, and not as a slight to Bill. It just was a bad student.
And he's being commented on.
But Bill, Bill's.
Yeah, I believe it may have been State. I was just in Cleveland, where the Cleveland Public Library has the biggest chess collection anywhere, and I think I saw his name on the Michigan State Championship trophy that was there for some reason.
Well, he's been playing backgammon for around 10 years. And I asked him if he took lessons, and he said, not really. Not the way that people take lessons today with Phil's Backgammon Learning Center. And I study with David Presser, who's awesome. He's from Chicago, lives in Israel now. And all right, so we've got a 4-3 that Jeb Horton has rolled.
I moved the back checker
Awkward.
up here. It's going to be hard enough for to build.
Here when he went to school, he's Israeli.
Oh, David's Israeli.
he's
Oh,
back-
Marcy Kosar is letting us know
I
that.
So
believe.
he's back in Israel.
Well, he's back in Israel.
Right,
He's
he's
not from
not
Chicago.
from
He's
Chicago.
Israeli. He lived in
That's right.
Chicago.
He's
Thank
here
you.
in
Absolutely
grad
right,
school.
Marcy. Thank you.
5 down to the slot.
We rely on Marcy to keep my facts straight. We don't want to give alternate facts here. All right, so 6-5 for Jeb. Jeb is not able to roll something smooth.
There's nothing wrong with this. He
There's
runs
nothing
a
wrong with
checker
that. He
all
runs
the
a
way
checker,
out.
but he is definitely getting close to TMP disease. When I say that, TMP stands for too many points. Some people say TMDP.
So Bill's got a good
5-3. He had a hit in the cover, and he does it. He's got a 3-point board. Jeb has a blot in his home board. Rolling the dice. Comes in with a 6-4. Usually a 6-4 is now he's gonna, he can hit.
Wow, if he does hit, he's going to leave
There's a lot of blots.
4s and 3s and more 4s. But if he comes out, he's giving you. This is reasonable.
He has a choice of blots to hit. He's gonna leave 3 blots.
Oh, you can hit on the 10.
No matter what.
He was listening to you with the TMP.
Nothing close to the play that he's looking at.
Yeah.
Or the play
Well,
that he made, I should say.
Double 4s is his best roll.
Good by a mile.
Makes the 2-point and hits 2 checkers. And
This seems like it's not.
he's turning the cue. He's gonna make Jeb pay to see those double 4s.
Gotta be a.
This is an interesting double because a lot of numbers don't hit anything, and there's
I think
actually
this is a little bit early. I mean, your market losses aren't all that great. And if you roll a great shot, playing without the Jacoby rule, you could still win a gammon. So I don't double this.
It's a tiny no double according to plus. I'm going to run it on plus.
it is a double.
No, tiny no double according
Tiny
to
no
plus.
double.
I'm plussing it.
All right, so Jack is finding out whether or not this is a really close decision, and kudos to
Huge
Jeb.
take. Huge take.
It's a huge take.
Yeah, it'd
But
be a
here's the
massive
thing.
error to it's a toss up on the huge.
But
aspect.
here's the thing: if he has any bluff value at all, then it's worth doubling, even if it's not a double.
And there's clearly, Jeb is taking his time, and Jeb's a great player. Jeb is from
I highly-
Charlotte, North Carolina. His wife Robin's helping to run the tournament here in Chicago.
Jeb's a former winner of the Michigan Summer Championship, so that's a really, really difficult tournament to win.
He's got the creds.
Yeah, so he's
And
fun.
Steve's never won that tournament.
I've never even been to the finals.
He's won. Steve's who owns LA with 5 championships.
Home field advantage.
Need more than that. He rolls a 3-2, so there's the 2, and he can hit with the 3. So Jeb correctly took the double. By the way, Steve Sachs had mentioned the Jacoby rule, and the Jacoby rule is a rule that was invented by this gentleman named Jacoby, Oswald Jacoby.
Yeah.
Actually, I had the pleasure of having dinner with him.
Did you know?
Yeah, he was in his 80s, and I actually had dinner with him.
That would have been your early 1980s.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I don't know how that happened, but I ended up at a dinner table. It was great. Really interesting guy. Personality, boy, you talk about characters, he was a character, even at that advanced age. Or he's got 2. Anyway, the Jacoby rule says that, which is in when you're playing for money, then you can't win a gammon unless someone has turned the double in the cube. And the reason that Jacoby came up with that rule was because people would play these long, drawn-out games just to see if they could win a gammon. So it was a way to speed up the game and make it more enjoyable for people. And that rule is named after him. All right, looks like this was a great double because Jeb has 2 men on the bar. He just came in with 1. If there's a 6 in the cards, which there is, oh, that's interesting. So, yeah, he's going to go and point on. He could have double 5-point prime, actually, and have him crash his board.
No. This isn't even close.
And 6-4 comes in on the 4. He's got 5 men back. It's a huge gammon.
Okay, he's got to attack that extra blot on the 21 point.
And he rolls the 2, and he gets it. Look at this. He's got 6 men back. Jeb can get backgammon in this game.
By 3%.
According to this, what's the backgammon percentage on this? Jack?
Hold on, I'm trying to catch up.
Catch up, sorry.
There we go, I missed the fan. All right,
and Jack Edelson is doing our live XG transcription, which is very impressive. Meanwhile, Bill...
1.7% on the backgammons.
1.7? I thought it was much
higher. Not the way I play, it's 3%.
It's good. I trust Steve Sachs.
I give up winning chances to get that backhand.
That's awesome. And here we go.
Most
2 men on the
people are not
bar.
aggressive enough chasing backgammons, and Steve's too aggressive.
So we've got a 6-2. So, White wants to get, Bill wants to get his checkers in without leaving any shots. And
I would slightly prefer playing 9-7 there as opposed to 13-11.
The bar is probably,
XG thinks anything else is an error, by the way.
Wow.
What's that now?
XG thinks anything other than what Bill did is an error.
That's amazing. That is really
now
interesting.
you can afford to bring 2 pieces and leave the checker on the 11 point, not lose any shots.
Double 4s.
Which is, of course, what he's going to do.
Yeah, that's right.
He's avoiding.
He's very rarely willing to leave the outside shots when you don't have to.
And he rolled a 4-6, so he made the correct play, stayed away from the joker. Look at that, 6 men in the 4 point. But there's some shots to be left. And
Double 6 leaves a shot.
Jeb has a game. Oh, 6-4, so close. All right, so there's a lot of numbers here that are gonna double 4s leaves a shot next time.
What do you go for? 1-6?
I think you should make the bar point here.
Yeah.
Because he's probably going to get gammon if he doesn't hit a shot. He wants to contain.
He comes in with 6-3. Now but each time when Bill is rolling, he has a small probability of leaving a shot, and that adds up over time. It's about 1/9 each time he rolls that he's going to leave a shot, or 1/18. Here it's actually 1/12 on the next roll that he's going to leave a shot. So, you add up 1/12 and 1/12, and after 5 or 6 rolls, it's a significant percentage. But then you have to multiply that by the probability that he hits. So
that was illegal. No, it wasn't.
Double 2s.
All right.
So
take
3 off and play for the backgammon.
Are you still winning 3% backgammon, Steve?
Hey man, I don't have control over the checkers, so no bets.
Look, double 1s, is very effective.
He's got to make his 5 point here. He's gammon if he doesn't hit a shot, so.
And he's doing it.
Okay.
All right, Jeb is listening to Steve.
Tip.
He's wasting a bit, but it's worth it because he's not getting off the gammon unless, like Steve says, he gets a hit. All right.
So this is very soon possibly a 5-0 lead, which is fairly significant. It's over.
Match to 9, but he's got a 1/6 chance to leave a shot here. Again, these are adding up. Altogether, he's probably got a 70-80% chance from the beginning of leaving a shot. And let's see if and there it is. He's got the shot. 6-4.
Jeb's gonna hit this.
Can Jeb hit that one? He needs the one. He needs it. Can he roll it? He did not roll it, but he's going to leave both checkers there because double ones could possibly.
The largest number that doesn't hit. The smallest number that doesn't hit.
The smallest number that doesn't hit, yeah.
Played in.
And did he roll double ones? No, it's double fives. And now a backgammon is possible.
Hello.
Oh, hello, Steve says. Backgammon probability is probably up to 10%. Double twos, yeah, poison. Woo, so close.
5-0 Calton.
5-0 Calton. They reset the board. Boy, that is brutal for Jeb. I mean, that Bill just.
If you were Jeb's coach, would you call a timeout now?
What are coaches allowed to do? Can coaches like chime in? Do they have rules? Like in tennis, you can't talk to your player. Do they have that in backhand?
I didn't know they had that in tennis.
I don't know they have that in tennis either. I think that's just maybe a rumor that I'm spreading. You know, you can't believe everything the voice says, but
can you believe anything?
And yes, I think that's otherwise it wouldn't be any fun.
Do you know who's watching?
So what do we got? There's 5-2 for.
The Bill should absolutely split it to score.
Let's see if we can answer Marcy's question.
Maybe know something I know, but you're far away your opponent's an I know. I think I prefer to split.
Yeah, I agree, and XG agrees. 6-5 run.
What was the roll?
You know, I was playing on Neil Kazaros, and he was up 7-0 against me. He slobbed with an opening 2-1 because he said, "That's what I know. That's what I feel comfortable with." You know, if Bill is part of that, one of those people that doesn't like to split with a 5-2, then you know you're not losing that much.
Well, Bauman won the Connecticut Open playing an opening 5-1 to the opponent's bar. So there you go.
I think I make the ace point here. Give yourself a good chance to split against red. That doesn't have much development right now, and the race is pretty good for white.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with a 4-point board. And again, Bill is channeling Steve Sachs
here.
Yeah,
it's right by a tiny amount.
5-3.
So now we can afford to split with just about anything here, if you can.
Yeah.
6-4.
Put some pressure on.
Okay,
you can't be split with that, but slot to 4.
I'm not sure I would. I probably would just play the 9 and the 7.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even do that. I would just leave the 3 and the reds.
3 blocks. Yeah, I don't like that.
Because if you haven't hit a fly shot, you'd rather than not be slotted in your board.
All right, 6-4. What a great roll.
Slot, but,
that's great. Jeb is in this game.
Now, if Bill cannot afford to split here at this score, I think that Jeb should
got a cue. He's going to break his board.
And I don't know if I like this or not.
What's the roll?
But even though the race is not so good, I think Jeb should double if this scores. 120 for red.
I wouldn't double.
What does XG think? Is this a cue?
The bot did not like that. Oh, it's a borderline take pass.
Yeah, it's a huge double.
Oh, it's a pass.
It's a pass.
Yeah,
I need to look
at
about
that. Yeah.
And so Jeb should double, and Bill will probably pass.
Jeb wins this game about 73.5% of the time, and that includes 12% gammons.
Definitely.
White Bill wins only about 4.5%.
How about the Bill 6-2? Should you have just brought 2 off the midpoint?
Yes.
And that would have given him maybe a small take.
Yes.
Because I really don't like putting a piece out of play there.
Yeah.
I mean, this is not
3-point.
helping me that much.
Steve makes an excellent point. You know, he's stripped right now. He brought both men in from the midpoint, which is a little counterintuitive, and he's taking the double. Bill is going for it.
It's not that wrong.
It's very, very aggressive.
4-2. It's a very nice roll for Jeb.
The other thing about not keeping the midpoint, the opponent has 4 checkers on the midpoint. It's not like that's going to hold him this turn.
It's not holding him.
And you don't have time to keep
it
for
now.
several.
He'll break it
so you might as well make it right away rather than do something awkward.
Now, in terms of the race, it's close.
Yeah, Bill's up 2 before this roll.
And that's probably why he took it. He said, hey, I can roll double fours.
So if Bill can split either with a 1 or a 4, he probably should because he has Jeb outboarded.
By the way, that 13-7 was wrong. You should have played 2 down. So left the fly shots so you can make the 5.
Oh, he misplayed it.
Well, he's got to make the point, and then
9-7.
That's wrong because you're duplicating 4s. This gives you good 6s, 5s, and 4s.
Except you want to not have 6s.
Well, you can't have everything.
You can't have everything.
It's
All right.
3, 5.
I mean, you can split with 4s and slot with 6s and 5s. I'm okay with that. And I'm pretty sure Mr. Jack Edelson's going to tell us 13-10 is going to be the right play because you got to block your opponent in.
I'm going to tell you that even before I put it in.
Right. Double fours. This is the wrong idea. Double fours is good anyway, so you're really only leaving the 5-4.
That's bad.
Oh
you're
my
really
gosh!
Only leaving the 5-4.
Only leaving it, but that's what he rolled.
What did you go to see Miss Cleo the Psychic this morning?
Slot the 2. Come out. Maybe come out.
You gotta, yeah, he's gotta come out because he saves the gammon.
Yeah, plus he's up 5 pips in the race.
Yeah, coming out. That's right. He's probably doing a pip count right now. So it's great to watch. Look, this is fantastic. We've got 2 great players playing, and then we've got great players doing the commentary, and I'm not talking about myself here, with Jack Edelson and Steve Sachs, and we're getting all this great insight. If you're a beginner, there's nothing like this. You know, you won't see this anywhere else, and typically with any other sport. You're just getting this great insight into how these great minds think. And here's a situation where a beginner can say, oh, you know, I'm ahead in the race, let me run. And how do you know if you're ahead in the race? You do this thing called a pip count, where you actually count how far does each checker have to go to get off the board. You add that up all your checkers, and then you add that up all your opponent's checkers. So, for example, if you're in your home board on the 1 point, and he didn't do it. He kept the checker there.
Yeah, this is the wrong idea, because he can get pointed on in gammon here.
And a 6-4 makes the 2 point.
It's not terrible, but it is the 3rd best play. If he was going to stay back, he should have slotted.
4 is huge for Bill here, or if you could fly the checker around the corner.
6-2, which does not quite get around the corner, gets to the corner.
Halfway house.
Halfway house. This is looking like. Oh, he hit. He hits with the 2. He rolls the 2. Jeff.
He's going to be forced to leave the 17 to 1 shot, but it's the right move. You can pick up probably 20 to 25% gammon.
Even if he gets he's got to roll a 4, and he doesn't do it.
Yeah. So this is.
This is looking like a great double and a lousy take. So.
Wow, super.
Yeah, makes the 5. He's got a 6 point. Oh, this is really game over for Bill.
And unfortunately for Billy.
1-5.
Oh, he came in. He didn't want to come in. You know, sometimes you're on the bar.
You want to come in.
Yeah,
I guess you want to come in.
Saves a lot of gas.
Yeah, that's true.
You're just going to lose. Just play to lose the 2 points.
Yep. 6
and if a miracle happens, he'll take it.
This actually leaves a shot on 3 extra numbers, but it might be right. He leaves a shot on 6-5.
Very close, but it is.
And here's a look. The die is on the checker. He rolled a 6-1, and in this tournament, that is a legal move. So that's a legal throw
unless
of
it's
dice.
I know you're not killing 5s, but
against the rail and falling below the checkers. But I agree with Jack. I'd slot here.
Slotting on the 2 point. That's what they're talking about.
This way you can fill it in.
But he's trying to keep his board intact, so he
it's not that
can't
bad.
play 5s.
It's not that bad.
Can't play 5s and 6s now.
Slotting is right.
3-1 gets 2 men in. Nice roll. Nice distribution. Nothing leaves a shot next time for Jeb. Of course, double 6s will go a long way towards helping Bill have some possibility.
I want to keep all my builders in play. You just put a piece out of play.
He just killed the checker. 4-3 takes 2 off.
The bot likes his play.
The bot likes his play.
It's bored. It's time.
This is great, though. Why is that the right play? So, Steve, curious to hear what your thoughts are.
Because if you roll something like 4-3, and if you
but why? I understand why you wanted to do it. Why do you think the bot wanted to kill a checker?
He was trying to preserve his higher numbers. Like I said, if he rolls 4-3, the way the bot would play, you just have to break his 5 point.
So you don't like the bot play? You're saying?
I would not have played 3-1. I would have played 5-3.
It's close.
Exactly, this is close. So.
Oh, double 4s.
This does leave a shot.
It does leave a shot.
Look what Deb does. He plays the 3 that are forced, and now he thinks about the 4th one.
That is awesome. Jack makes a great point.
Checker off here.
I agree.
More gammons. The guy's got a 6.
Fewer repeating shots.
Bill's got a 6 point open. It is 2 extra numbers, but it's not like a hit is an immediate loss. Bill's almost never recubing, unless it gets to like 90%.
To me, this is very clear, and it is a .06 error. It's a .06 error not to take it.
Oh, I see. Okay. I was going to say.
Deb made the right
So now the
play.
question is, you leave a slot or not? And the answer is no. Okay, that's a good idea.
Yeah, I agree. You don't want to lose unnecessary gammons. You're still losing.
6-2 comes in. If you rolled a 6-1, would be correct.
He's got some small chance to win the game, but he's still concerned about saving the game.
He's got about 9.5% before this roll.
Wow.
According to XG's old knowing. By the way, both players are playing under a 3.5.
Isn't that great?
In PR. So that's world-class level. That's
PR
Sachs level almost.
PR stands for performance rating, and a 0 is perfect. They calculate that by what Jack's doing, putting it into XG Extreme Gamut, which is a program, and they look at how the bot plays and compare themselves against that. And these both players are playing at a world-class level.
I move forward to the 13 point here. I mean, it's a smoother position to play 5-1 twice, but then he comes in high, and you've got to clear that checker from far, far away. I'd rather play to the 13 point and give yourself an 8 to safety.
But the switch is very clear.
Well, you have 3 to 1
Otherwise, you
twice.
leave a direct shot.
But no, I was just talking about the difference between
Yeah.
5 to 1 twice and 3 to 1 twice and 7
Yeah.
to 50.
It's
It's a little bit too pure for me.
Yeah, this is a blunder. First blunder of the match. No, first blunder for Jeb, I should say. Bill had one.
Yeah, so now look how far Jeb has to go to safety his pieces. Not a good idea.
Before, if you rolled a 9, which happens pretty often, like you know the number, you're home free. And that,
Oh, he rolls the 9, hits and slots the
So
5.
he's leaving a 13 number shot here, but if he gets missed, he does have some kind of chance of getting a
Gammon.
gammon.
Yes.
if he stays
Especially
out.
if Bill stays out.
Oh, he rolled a 5 for hits.
Wow, miracleization.
Bill has the dice today. He's also got the luck.
I'm going to
He's
play
got
to
a
the
2 point.
16 point here. If you play to the 15
luck factor.
point, you get hit twice with double 5s. I don't think that's the right idea.
Ah,
You don't want to get hit twice with double 5s.
yeah.
And you don't gain that much extra coverage in the outfield.
Yeah, it's .007.
Yeah, those all rate to be fairly close,
Yeah.
but it's still the right play.
Yeah.
So we can put a checker on the 4 point.
I think I'm doing that. Otherwise, you're leaving multiple indirect shots. Doesn't really assist you
But they're
with
less gammonish now.
that many extra games.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Gammons are much lower now.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, I think you're right. Because if you do that, right, you're not getting out. You're too close to really cover the outfield. You're not.
Yeah, if you roll a small 5 or a small 6, you're better off, but you are leaving.
And if he stays out, you're a little happier, I guess.
4 or 5 shots.
Let's see. 20 to 4 is best.
And if nothing else, if Jeb rolls a double 5, he's going to get a direct shot back at him by leaving the checker on the 15 point.
I mean, he looks like he's trying to win the game.
Yeah, but he can win the game the other way too.
You actually win more games safetying up.
That checker.
Yeah.
I mean, look what a huge swing is on
Yeah, and he hit.
the indirect shot, which isn't all that great.
Let's look at dice distribution here.
Jack has all the tools at his disposal.
You're actually a little worse even on the fans by leaving them spread out. But the real
But he
big
does. He
swings
leaves
are
5, 2,
clear.
6, 1, and
Yeah,
double
and he leaves
sixes.
a monster double 6 too, so I'm not sure I agree with this at all.
Yeah, it's
Oh, and he rolled a 6-1 from the bar. He hit him.
Oh, instant punishment.
This is really, totally.
we got
Now he's in danger of
his
getting
error,
gammoned.
and now
And then he rolls double 6s to come back and he hits. That's amazing. Oh my gosh. 2 jokers.
That game is such a fair game.
Can he come in? No, he stays out.
Alright.
All right. Now, this is really a little.
6-4.
Still,
What's
doesn't have the
winning
checker.
chances here? Now they went down.
They went quite a bit down.
They were 43% before the entry, and now 30.
Really? It was that high?
Now it's 30.
Now it's
Now it's more.
more. Wow, it's a lot more. 4-3's coming.
3.
Bill can pull this out.
Bill's the favorite now. He's 56% to win the game.
Unbelievable.
51.
Yep. He's a favorite to win the game.
Here people have
Oh, a 6-2.
He needed that.
Yeah, now he's not a favorite. Now he's not a favorite. Now he is a favorite. Double 6s again. Can Jeb come back and do it? No, 5-2. Now is he going to turn the cube?
I don't think this is a redouble score. I could be wrong. I would wait one shake.
You are right. He's only got 84.25% here.
It's a huge blunder to redouble.
Yeah.
He's thinking about it.
Because the leverage is that Jeb can turn it back to 8 and go up 8-5. But if he just holds the cube, the worst that can happen is Bill's still ahead 5-2.
And there's a reasonable probability.
Your live cube doubling point, you need 84% to be willing to even be willing to double.
And he's not that.
Fully live cube.
78%.
Yeah, a fully live
Oh,
cube is
I
84.
didn't realize it was already cubed.
But I would double. If Jeb doesn't roll a working doubler, I would redouble as white.
Oh.
What's
Drop the
Oh,
die.
they dropped the die. Okay, there we go. 6-3. Now what? Now it's a cube.
Now you win 31-36 at a time. Right. No. Actually, less than that because more than that because
he passes without even thinking about it.
it's a small pass, but
just
you
a
got to
small
think
pass.
about
But he didn't
that.
think about it. He should
You gotta
have plenty of
think
time
about
on his
that.
clock.
11.5% he
It's
has.
a .037 blunder to pass.
And
I mean
you-
to take.
What?
Right?
It's a small pass.
Yeah, small pass. It's a
Now,
.037
if you
blunder.
take and Bill doesn't roll a set, you instantly. Oh, of course you reload to 8.
It's automatic
Yeah.
recue. All right, so Bill's strategy at this point is going to win an undoubled gammon. He's basically almost never going to double here. He's just going to try and win that 2 points, secure the match. Jeb, on the other hand, if he gets any kind of advantage with gammon prospects, he should turn a cube. So if he makes 1 point and gets his back checker split, and
What happened? White split with 2-5, and then there's a 4-3.
Right.
And then what?
5-2, 20 and 22.
4-3. I got the play of 4-3, and what White do?
5-2 that came in
Yeah.
And then a
5-2,
3-1.
and then a
3-1,
3-1.
22 5-star.
22-5. Okay, got it. I'm caught up.
Okay,
Wow.
1-1.
so I might even just make the
Make the
5.9
5.9.
hit here.
Yeah.
For Bill.
I mean, it's huge. He's 3 back against 2 back, so what? Let him make his 5 point. And there's some small chance that he doesn't even, he rolls a 5-2.
What do you do with the last one?
Probably just move forward.
Yeah. I'm with Bill and Steve. Let's see if XG is. Yes, XG knows a thing or two. It agrees with these sides.
So, Bill's in a pretty good spot here. Just like that undoubled gammon.
And so what does Jeff do with the 3-2? Does he make his 5 point, make the 3 point? I think that's right. So it's good.
I would think so. Down this
He's
one.
only got 8 checkers in the zone.
So what? You can hit
Yeah.
and you can react and make a 2
Right.
point back.
So it's good.
Bill's never doubling, so Jeb doesn't have to worry about the cube. Ace deuce, I split all the way. Bar 22.
Yeah. He's
He
got
only
no
has
way.
8 checkers in the zone.
You know, conventional wisdom in backgammon is if you own the opponent's 2 point, your gammons go way down. But in this situation, there's no point because he only has 8 checkers in the zone. If you look at the top of the board, there's 8 red checkers. There's just not enough attacking ammunition there for Jeb to mount a sufficient attack. He's going to make the 4 point, have a 3 point
Or he can
board,
just make the 3 point.
You have a point on him.
or you can point on him.
Yeah, because if he just makes the 4 point, he doesn't have a grade 6.
Actually, the bot hates making a 3 point.
Really? Okay.
That surprises me. I was instantly
So
disappointed.
he makes
And
the
you come out to the bar.
24-18, 9-4. The connecting play.
Well,
It's just you just don't have
now
the
the question
ammunition.
is if Bill stays out here, should Jeb double?
Because it's hard to blitz with 3
We
checkers
won't find
flat.
out. I'm going to hit here. I'm hitting.
Yeah. Rather than stacking up on the 3.
This could be
Yeah.
This is right.
this could be
I don't
cute.
think so. No, 3 back against 2 back.
2-5.
22 and 8. And
And
20,
just
23
cover
and
up.
8.
It's easy.
Bill's back on that play for the 2 points here on double. Double 6.
Double
Pretty
six,
even,
not great.
Yeah.
Well, you're going to make the bar point for the first 2 and then think about the remaining.
I mean, hitting on the 2 points seems like a good idea.
But that's not what you're automatically making the bar point. So you should make the force play first and then think about
The obvious play,
remainder.
Yeah,
right?
they're both, I think, pretty. Yeah, they're both pretty clear though. 3 what?
6.
3,
We
6.
should hit and come out and duplicate 4s. Or we can do the double tiger here.
You can do the double tiger. Or you can
I don't
slide
like
the
this at all. I mean, no. Jack, tell me what's going on.
That was the 3rd best out of 3 plays. It's a .25
Hitting
on.
was right.
0.25?
Yeah,
Oh my
coming
God.
out was best by a tiny bit.
Wow.
If you're going to be aggressive, you might as well be aggressive and
And
hit
it's
rather
like,
than
so
be aggressive.
Steve
and
nailed it.
slot.
Like, go hit that. When Steve said double tiger, it means have 2 checkers on the bar and 2 blots in your
So
whole
white
board.
stayed out, and now
Oh, this is a clear drop.
is it a clear drop with
Well, at
that
4-way,
kind of prime?
2-way, yeah. But at 9-away, 2-way,
I'll give you the answer in a moment.
He's passing.
3s and 4s cover, 5s hit, and Bill's got his deuce point made, so
And what is it?
It's too good.
It's too good.
I did turn it around.
Wow.
well, Jeb had a lot of diversity in his numbers, and Bill's position was a little bit weak, so I can understand that.
So he should have taken just the time to get that extra point. Yeah, this score. you know, any double that Jeb makes, if he loses the game, whether it's a gammon or not, Bill is going to win the match. So Jeb has to be really careful before turning the cube. But if there's any gammon chances, turn it early.
Money game, you're supposed to just make 2 points.
Yeah, I don't see why you wouldn't here. In fact, I already entered that before Bill made a play, and thank you for not making me correct that. Actually, 24, it's a toss-up, though.
It's close.
It is a toss-up. That's the
So
score.
what you do is you probably bring the
Come up to the edge of the prime.
You can do that, or you can bring the builder down.
I like
Depending
this.
what your game plan is. Yeah. Since he's
Right,
got
this is
so
right.
many men on the midpoint. Oh, nice roll with the double twos.
Flip the
Good,
back
yeah.
checkers, and once again, Bill's going to go for that 2-point win without turning the cube. It's a long shot at this point, but it's not that out of the question.
And at 8 away, you can cast it around 18
This is a
to
tough
so no Gavin wins for the other side.
Leave
So
it to her 6.
you might be looking for a chance to do that.
But you're on the Faster Masters.
Wow.
Right.
Victor Ashkenazi won the which Masters?
The Faster Master.
Faster
over Phil Simborg.
Masters. And he beat Phil Simborg in the finals. Congratulations, Victor Ashkenazi.
Good job, Vic.
A lot of events going on at this tournament. We're covering the main event, the Open. And this
13,
is
11, 24, 22, 21. Duplicate the 2s. You don't want to give good 5s and 3s to Jeb here.
All of our
I don't agree with this play.
Wait, I missed something. Wait, what was the last roll?
He rolled a 2-1, played 13
Oh.
10. I thought he should have played 13 11.
I already entered that for
21.
some reason. I entered the other play.
Then 6-4 for Jeb. Makes
That's
his bar.
wrong. That's he should have played 13 on 11 5 rather than leave the block.
And he left the blot. He gets hit.
Gotta move that back checker up. Jeb stripped on the midpoint, so he's not
Lots
worried,
of fours.
he's
Yep.
not- He's not worried about that checker getting in on the 16 point.
Let's see. He needs low numbers. No 5s or 6s. 1-4 is a great roll.
Oh, wow.
That's as good as you can get. Probably hit on the
hit
4
on the 4
point.
Yeah, I mean, hitting on the 9's a little bit
You want to
loose.
strip on the midpoint,
You're only starting a 5
and,
9.
and you have access to hit another checker if he bounces or rolls a 5-4 or something.
What are you?
8-4 is correct.
Yeah, this seems like the wrong idea. Okay, so Bill's got a pretty good spot to go for
He's
that
just
2
looking to build
points.
the 5 prime, but double 3s.
It's not all that good.
That's not that great, too.
Oh,
Played 13-7 with the last
Yeah.
2.
Hitting was incorrect.
But you have to
Correct
go
on the
to
4
point.
You
points.
should play ahead of the 4. Okay. That's what I thought.
And 5-4.
So you make it a 5.
So that's easy. He made his 5 prime.
So if Bill stays out, I mean, Jeb might get excited and double, even though he's got 3 checkers back and not at the edge, but he doesn't want, we'll have the 5 frame. Didn't happen though.
It's a, you know what? It may be a good double because if Jeb loses, he'll probably lose a gammon. So it doesn't cost him anything to
This is an
double.
obvious 6 here.
What do you think, Jack? What does XG
We
say?
didn't get there. We didn't go to that
Alright.
sequence.
6-5 for Jeb.
great. Needed a 2.
Bill actually has the advantage, even though he's behind a 5
He's got a
frame.
huge advantage.
Oh, yeah,
It would be a
huge.
double pass for money.
Yeah.
But you gotta bring it into the 6.
For white.
Yeah.
Give yourself
But
good
this is-
threes. Those checkers in the outfield are spread out. And you can
Well, he's leaving himself at 2-7. Can he
Yeah,
roll?
2-7.
Yeah.
Well, there's
All
the
right,
2 and the
2-5.
You gotta pop all the way
He's
out.
popping all the way out, no question. And White could, if White doesn't roll a 6, if Bill doesn't roll a 6 pretty soon, he's going to have some trouble. 5
But he has a double shot to send him back. Now I'm actually going to
Yeah,
play
that's right.
10-9 here. I'm going to give him all 6 indirect shots here. I don't like that. I
You
want
want to be able to point
I'm not trying
on.
to pin him in there,
But if you roll a 6, you want to get out. So he's
Well-
saying, okay, I'm not giving myself a 6 there. And he rolls a 2-6
I like
from the
this
bar.
play, but it's a toss-up.
Channeling Ray Fogerlin. 2-6 from the bar, and he hits. All right.
It was a toss-up between 6-5 and 10.
2-1 is that's like a perfect roll. So he hits and comes up to the edge of the prime. Boy, Jeb is facing a real tough battle here. 3-2 would be great for him. 4-4 is okay.
very
You know,
bad
Oh,
number.
by the way, that bar 23-22 was wrong. You should have entered on the 24 and hit on the 8 apparently, because if you could crack pretty soon, it's by
I thought
hitting his
about
one
that.
moving
I didn't say
checker.
it.
I didn't see it. I didn't even see it. So there you go.
And Jeff just gets a
Interesting
fourth
play.
checker sent back. He,
That
oh,
was a
this
big
2-6
one.
could be a
Alright.
savior.
It could be a savior.
He was in a
If he-
really, really,
if-
really bad spot.
No 2s, 4s, odd numbers, and he's okay. All right, 5-4.
He gets,
He definitely is going to hit.
I guess 10 to 5.
Yep. Leave him another 2-6. But White is starting to crash.
XG does not like that play. It slots.
It's lots of 3-point.
That is surprising.
4-6.
Why is that right? I guess,
Alright, so White's got very good diversity as number.
Yeah, but White doesn't roll a 6, he's in trouble. There's a
Not
4-2.
necessarily. I mean, he makes the point, and now Red
Oh,
comes
wait,
in,
what was
he cracks
white
the prime.
black fans, and then there's a 4-2.
Yeah, red has to stay out. And
Red fans.
Jeb is cooperating.
Or come in and bust.
If Bill can roll a 6 here, it's just about all over.
Oh, 3-1.
Alright, so you
Slot.
slotting fans.
Now you spot.
I think, are we,
And 8-7.
yeah.
Because you want those 5s to work for you.
Yeah, if you get hit with a 2-5, double 2s,
Yeah,
2-3, it's not that bad for you.
no question that slotting is correct according to
Yeah, I mean, because
Yeah, this gives us a 5-1 and 5-2 can make the prime.
otherwise 5s are terrible.
Yeah.
At least some of them are terrible.
now Steve's looking ahead to White's roll. Jack's talking about Jeb's roll as red.
No, I'm talking about the second.
Well, let me talk about Jeb's roll as red. In other words, if Jeb comes in with 2, arguably one of his worst rolls is a 2-3 because he has to break his prime. 2-6
2-3, 2-5.
comes out, so and
8-4
2-1 would be
is
awesome.
very bad.
What did he do? Oh my goodness. Very
These are
surprising.
some very bad rolls.
Did he roll double 2s?
That's pretty bad for Jeff. He's got to break part of his prime.
Yeah.
Just break the outside. 8-6 twice, 6. Oh, what's going on?
Bot like 6-2, 4-2, keeping the 4 or 5-way blocks that White has to play 5s. You want to make White
Oh,
play
isn't that
5s.
great? Yeah, obviously, yeah, awesome.
Although
Make the
6-8-4 is very close to it.
But that's
Because
really
4-6 making the 2-point is so ugly other than the fact that it blocks 5. So one's
And
pretty
you want to
very close.
maintain for White to have bad 4s. So you can't consider bringing the bar point.
yeah. So listen to these guys. They're talking about just examining every aspect of this
Yeah,
position.
that's what makes it a tough decision because they're two. This one.
And look, Jeb's making the right play. He's making the XG play. Good for
You're
him.
making one big concession.
How many
to do
people would
something
make
else.
that
It's
play
a
to
tough
break your
call.
board? Oh, and he hits with the one. He's going to probably hit again with the 3. Oh, this is really tough for Jeb.
How do you weigh those two considerations against each other? Like breaking the 4 points versus leaving the 5s out. It's tough to weigh them against each other.
That's
See
it.
which is
Frank
better.
Talbot's joining us. Welcome, Frank.
Blue laces. Enter, anchor, and hit loose. That's a superstar shake.
That is a ace roll right there.
We also have Marcy Kosar, who's won quite a bit of stuff lately, and Donna Lafferty, who was second in the novice this year.
Double 6 if it's a legal roll, and it is. Calton escapes 2 of his back checkers.
It's a lot better than double 4s.
I don't know if I like that.
Yeah, I bring it.
Actually, it does give you good aces, so that's fine.
And this is, it's close, but this is right.
Oh, and he gets one in, so too. If Bill can roll a 1-6, Jeb's in this game.
1-6 or 1-5.
Oh, double 5s, he stays out. That's not so bad. Yep.
He's still got 20% or so to win this game.
Oh, there's the 5. What does he do with the 5? It's got a
5 to 3.
He doesn't have a choice.
Crazy stuff.
Yeah, good, Frank. 6-5 stays out again. Does he have a
Hitting loose is
6-5?
actually second best by only 0.7.
Double 2s. Let's make the 1 point. Oh, no, you can't make the 1.
Yeah, you
1,
can.
2,
But
3,
it's
4.
not-
I don't think it would. I think it
That's the right play.
You're still trying to get off the game.
Yeah.
Ready?
2 staying
7-3,
out.
6-4-2 was
That
best.
was nice.
1-6.
He stayed
Come
out.
again sometime when you can stay a little longer.
3-2.
Now he's probably got to hit him loose. You don't have a better play
Yeah,
for pieces.
yeah, and this way at least if he hits you have some timing.
Potentially. Come with ace or deuce.
And he does hit, and you want to, he's on the 1 point, he's got to get out of there. All right, can Jeb?
2-1 and 1-1 would be the ideal.
Oh, he rolls a
6 is
2-6,
okay.
preserving his
I
board.
like his best shape.
Yeah,
Actually, this
yeah,
is
you're
best
right.
shape.
total
Yeah,
6-1.
you need the timing that
Oh,
he
he
gives
comes
him.
in and out.
I forgot.
Jeff needs a one.
What's the name? Bill was on the
That
phone.
was double ones, if anything. And he rolls the 1. Oh my gosh. And the 3, yeah, just come on out. Let him hit you.
Now you got a bad 1-2 back game, but stuff can happen.
Well, this is a
Really
back
bad
end.
1-2
It's a bit
back
of a
end.
stretch.
Yeah,
All right,
it's
3-1.
a horrible one. But all 1-2 games are horrible, except for the good ones. There's no okay 1-2 back game. They're either horrible or good.
All right.
Usually
Official
horrible.
word. 2-5. So, the only hope now for Jeff is for Bill not to roll a 3 or a 6, and it's equivalent to coming in on a 4-point board. A lot of people bounce several rolls in a row.
But the thing is that
That's not happening
fives
here.
will be killed at some point, which
Yeah.
increases your chances of getting out.
And he rolled a 3. All right, so this is just really pretty much the ball game over here.
He's got 17% according to XG.
Yeah, Bill's never doubling him, and Jeff's got a lot of residual equity holding those 2 anchors. You could at least hit a late shot and stay out, get off the gammon.
What's the name of the book? In the Game Until the End?
Bob
Well,
Martell. Wrote a sequel.
Bill Roberti. Bob Martell.
And he wrote a sequel too this year.
yes.
Well,
1-6.
now we're looking at a well-timed
Ace-point game.
Possibly well timed. It could actually fall apart.
6-3.
Hit and bring it in. Jeff's been rolling too many 2-6s lately. You got to safety that check.
Unbelievable. It's really 1-6,
As
2-6.
Steve Sachs said, you should go by what a person's been rolling earlier in the match and make sure you guard against that number. But it's the right play.
How do you think I beat you last December at Calton? What do you say, Jack?
I don't know. You played good.
Thank you.
All right, so Jeb's going to get 90% of the time a shot. So, and he's got a board. So
You think you're dead in the water, and you've actually got like 13% or so. It's.
He should play 12-11 here. Maybe not.
and so if he
you bring a
hits,
checker in, you leave a shot at 5-5 and 6-6.
About like 15, 14, 7-4, but it's like just XG plus and could overturn.
probably the worst roll for Jeb, rolling double ones. He very quickly makes the 4-point.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yes, 5-4, 5-4 coming all in. He
Jeff
needs a
needs
6,
And you need it now.
emergency 6.
Survive
Otherwise,
some small numbers, but
his
you do not
worst roll.
survive.
That is his worst roll.
Threes are worse.
Double threes
Threes are
maybe is
worse.
his worst.
Bill's got free reign to just rip checkers off and go for the gammon here.
Oh, this is really bad for Jeb. This is looking like a backhand, but he's going to get the 90% shot. And
Actually,
6-2 round, that's huge.
All right,
actually,
that's-
Bill can afford to actually play the barrel smooth and safely here because right where it's got so many pieces to move.
So
yeah,
you
but
let,
5-4
Cincinnati
leaves a
in?
shot.
No. I take a checker off and play 5 to.
Yeah, that's probably even safer,
Yeah.
not having the
Just
whole
leave the
on the
double
board.
If
shot.
nothing
with
else, you
6-5.
stop him from rolling double 5s and
Yeah.
freeing all those pieces.
Plus, you leave a shot on 4s, a lot of 4s if you pick up the 6 points.
This is just
Double 4s leaves a
6-5
shot.
and double 4s.
We have Chris Knapp, the
5-4.
Montreal winner, with us. I don't remember who he beat
Welcome,
in the
Chris.
finals.
Yeah, me either. 6-4. So there we go. Thanks, Jack.
Well, that means you finished second, Larry. That isn't bad. Better than I did.
I had the honor, though, to have Jack narrate that match, do the commentary on the match.
Yeah, I like clearing here. Red's
All right,
already got the
2-1.
pieces out in the outfield, so
Just 6-5.
freezing the
I
5s
didn't
is such a
remember
big
you
deal.
winning second. I won second.
I lost it. All right, so 4-3. Here we go.
Bill's a huge favorite to win this match.
Oh, there's
Is that
double
a real live
4s.
double 4s?
That is a real live double 4 that does not leave a shot. It's not bad at all.
He wins 75.7% gammon and 93 and change.
How Gammons is how much? Backhands.
75
And by the way, Jack is not putting this match into XG. He just knows all this.
Yes. I am better than Don O'Hagan.
5-2. Leaves a shot.
Are you?
Probably this way.
Yeah, he's going to need to hit this and a lot of luck after that to save this gammon. Yeah.
And he doesn't roll it.
Yes.
Oh, no.
So
Do you do this? Why? I guess double
Well, you
fours.
Double 4s.
you got a double shot on double
Yeah.
4s. That's really grasping
that's-
at grasping
This
at
is
No,
straws.
why
this is
not?
the right throw. It may be the right throw to get
Slot
but
the
it's very
6
close.
point.
Everything's
I
very
would
close.
leave it
because
there.
you're-
Yeah.
I'm not going to beat the gammon.
So if Bill Calton wins this match, he's going to be what 9-1. He'll be 9-1.
9-1.
He won't necessarily be the Chicago Open champion. He'll have a very, very, very good shot. He'll be 2 matches clear of the next
How do you
opponent.
five?
Oh, you
Play
play the
the-
3 and
play
take
the
the
three
5
first.
off.
It's going to be the
Play the
last
3
round.
first.
I don't think so. I talked to Rory early and That's not what he made.
No.
So I
Boy,
think
this
we'll
game
play
is very close to being over, so we'll see what
I play the
happens.
3 first and take a checker off, and half your numbers don't leave a shot.
Yeah.
Any deuce and any double doesn't leave. This is totally the wrong idea. You're just not
How
thinking
bad
it
is that
through.
though, Jack? I mean, in terms of
It's a blunder.
But he
Oh,
hasn't-
no, it's an error once you do plus on it.
He hasn't hit the clock yet, so he may change.
So Jack, by the way, Jack's talking about errors and blunders, and errors are typically anything that's .02 or more,
Yeah.
and a blunder is what
That's not a
.05. Is that
legal
what I
position
said?
there.
.08. Okay.
He
That's
just
not
made an
legal
illegal
yet.
play.
He made an illegal play. He didn't take a checker off that he needed to take off.
I hope somebody catches that.
He didn't hit the clock, did he? No, he did. Okay.
He did. Now is anybody calling it?
Enter
Nobody's
illegal-
calling it.
Enter illegal move. So he played.
Oh no, they're finding it. Jack.
Good.
They found it.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Yeah. So by the way, it only
I did-
the wrong play wins only 1/10% fewer games, but it wins a lot fewer gammons actually.
That which is what matters.
Because
But you're gonna hit more often.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't cost you that many games.
So this, he finally found the
You're probably gonna
right.
win.
Found the right illegal play after making the illegal play. Double fours.
Well, you're gonna make the 6 point.
Yeah.
Bring the checker down.
Useful.
And then roll double
Jack hammers
threes.
don't mean a darn thing, so you can maintain that anchor as long as the game goes
Go for
on.
double threes.
Why make the 11 point up?
Well, your 6 is playing into that.
Yeah.
I think
It's actually best. Yeah.
6-4. Here we go. Can we roll the 2?
Come on, Dad.
Oh, Jeff, can you do it? He doesn't
Five,
do it.
okay.
Well, he's going to
Two,
maintain that anchor, slot the 6, and bring it into the.
He's got to hope for double twos and get the
You
last
don't have a better
checker.
play, Jeb. You don't want to give him a good ace deuce.
Oh,
No reason to evacuate yet.
yeah. Double ones leaves
It's
a
actually
shot.
not
though.
that big. It doesn't matter that.
Yeah, but-
well, it is right to. Yeah, I mean, this
You don't get a shot on double ones.
Yeah, but you'll get
I mean,
it.
he hits them.
No swing on that ace deuce.
Oh no, 2-1. Sorry.
Maintain the anchor. Now you come out. Hopefully
Now you come out.
Bill
All right, so
rolls
that
a
was
big
good.
ace.
Oh my
Odds is too
gosh.
big,
But
but
this could this save the gammon maybe? Actually, he's got to bring that last checker in, so
and then you can save on
you
boxes.
can save him exactly on double sixes. Oh, the wrong idea.
And you don't want to make the ace ever.
Oh,
No,
this is the wrong idea
that's
completely.
very bad. And
Okay, so let's see if Jeb rolls
okay.
double sixes here. He gets punished for the wrong move.
Oh my gosh. Can we roll? Oh, it's
Five,
over.
two, okay,
The ball
that's it.
game is over. He gammoned them.
Bill Calton, 9-1.
Oh, great, fast match. Bill just was rolling and playing great. And what do we have for the final analysis of the ratings? We have,
411 for Bill, 531 for Jeb.
isn't that amazing?
both
Under that
Fantastic.
kind of pressure, those
Under
are
that
good
kind of
numbers.
pressure, those are great
I usually
numbers.
play tens in important matches on a good day.
Steve Sachs, thank you so much for
Welcome,
joining
Larry.
us.
My pleasure.
Thank you.
BMAB Grandmaster Jack Edelson,
Soon to
BMAB
be Dr. Jack Edelson.
going for his PhD dissertation, defending
Thursday.
on Thursday. Good luck to Jack Edelson with that. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. This is Larry Schiller, voice of Backgammon, broadcasting live from Chicago. It's the 38th Chicago Open, and we're going to have one more round, most likely the Open. We'll be broadcasting that, doing live commentary with more of your favorite BMAB masters. Look for us at voiceofbackgammon.com. Also on twitch.tv/voiceofbackgammon and on youtube.com. Please subscribe so we can get to 1,000 subscribers and we can tell you that it's at youtube.com/voiceofbackgammon. Until that happens, we can't tell you that. At any rate, again, Voice of Backgammon for Rory Pascar as director of the 38th Chicago Open. We look forward to seeing you later. Thanks for joining us.